Hello, this is Deborah Roth from Spirited Living. Happy Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. And welcome to another edition of Dancing with Your Divinely Feminine Wisdom. A weekly date, sometimes not weekly, didn't do it last week because I was on vacation, with your inner goddess team. And typically what I do as I've been doing it, is I sort of wait to see who's going to show up. Sometimes I go searching for her, for a goddess that seems to fit with, what's going on in the world or what's going on in my life, whatever. And sometimes she kind of appears, and that's actually what happened this time. So we're in a time of big transition. I think that's an understatement. And I'm not just talking about COVID stuff. We're certainly in a time of seasonal transition. But transitions happen and changes happen every day. I just drove back from Brooklyn with my granddaughter who loves coming here. We spent the day at her house today, but she got weepy saying goodbye to her mom, even though she loves going to our house. And that's a transition, saying goodbyes. We're saying goodbye to summer right now. This is definitely one of the tough ones, and especially since this fall, this back to school, back to work time is even more tenuous, more up in the air than usual. So I guess it's no surprise and she came to me a couple days ago, ChangingWoman, who is a Navajo Apache. She's from the Navajo Apache tradition, and I hope I don't massacre her name. I've been studying it, but her name, the name from the Southwest Indians, Southwest Native Americans, is Estanatluhi, and what it means, self-renewing woman, because changing woman was all about the changing seasons and moving through cycles. And the cycles of life, the cycles of seasons in particular, and women's cycles, women's blood cycles. Whoa, big taboo subject. But she is really about getting us to honor as we move through our different cycles, women's cycles, our first blood, our menopause, when we hold our wise blood within. So this wonderful ChangingWoman, I have an image of her from one of my favorite decks. There's ChangingWoman. And she's pictured usually as a crone, as an elder, as a wise woman elder. And her myth, her story is that she was found as an infant by Coyote after being born of darkness and dawn on Spruce Mountain, all very natural, with the blanket, and she was covered in a blanket of clouds and rainbows, and in a cradle board of lightning and sunbeams. So all these wonderful paradoxes, which is certainly what changing times and changing transitions are about. White Shell Woman was another one of her faces, Turquoise Woman. And she reminds us to honor all these transitions that we move through in our bodies, both men and women, but particularly women is her orientation. And she can change her age, which I love, by walking into the horizon. So what I would invite you women out there to do is to think about how you honor your own cycles. How do you honor this very sacred rhythm that your body takes you through every month? How did you honor or not your first blood? Do you buy into the patriarchal myth of it being a curse instead of this life-giving thing that women are able to do that men are not, which is probably why way back when it was kind of demonized. Hey Maylin, great to see you here. So, and the idea with this, because she is a crone goddess, and all a crone is a wise woman, she is a hag, and the original meaning of hag is a wise woman, is a woman of wisdom. So honor that piece in all of us, and And one of my favorite chants that we've definitely sung in circle that embody what she's about, embody this energy of change and honoring cycles within us and around us. So important, especially as we move through seasonal cycles, even though the fall equinox is coming up in a couple weeks, and that's the official beginning of fall. But right now, as we move past Labor Day, which kind of feels like the official end of summer, this is another kind of transition. And so one of my favorite chants is one that really acknowledges nature as Earth Mother, as Mother Nature, and the cycles that we go through with her, really. And it goes like this. She changes everything she touches, and everything she touches changes. She changes everything she touches, and everything she touches changes. She changes everything she touches, and everything she touches changes. And you can keep singing that and harmonizing and really hold and honor your ability as an individual, as a human being, as a woman in particular, because she does, Changing Woman really does hold women's wisdom and women's blood wisdom in particular. Honor the cycles that your body goes through. Honor the cycles of nature that are happening right now around you. And how do you take that in? How do you honor the changes that you're moving through in your life, that this planet is moving through right now? And call on Changing Woman to support you with all of her wisdom, and drink that in. You know, we all have a little bit. It doesn't matter how old you are. We all have crone wisdom within us. You don't have to be older and past menopause like me to call yourself a crone, or to own your inner wisdom, to own that deep woman's intuition, if that's what you want to call it. That is crone wisdom. That is the wisdom of Changing Woman. So please embrace that and call on her when you need some help in this very interesting time that we are moving through right now, this change, this transition that we're all making in our lives. Thank you for being with me. Call on Changing Woman, and namaste. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.